And welcome back to Jade's story. We are resting with the pack for a moment, letting our leg rest. Jade's got quite the fractured leg, and it's definitely hurting her badly and slowing her down. They just left their carcass, which you can see is still up there by the birds circling around. And we are heading towards these pieces of territory to strengthen them up before somebody else decides that they need them. There is a den icon on our compass, and I'm very curious if it's one we've already found or not, but I also don't want to spend a whole lot of time trying to find it. Let's go ahead and go. Yeah, I think Jade's age is really starting to show. You know, she's not fighting as strongly as she did when she was younger. I mean, granted, Jade's never been like a super great fighter. You know, there's been lots of conflicts where she's had to run away with her pack in order to save their lives, but I think this last fight was so brutal, and you know, those wolves were all so much younger, and it really seemed to show that, you know, Jade is not as young as she used to be. You know, and I don't know if she's ever actually fractured her leg in a fight. Well, she didn't fracture her leg in the fight. She got her bruised jaw in the fight, and then, you know, in her panicked state of trying to get food for her pack, that's when she fractured her leg, because as I've said, when she's in that panic state, she doesn't make the best choices, and I think that's pretty apparent with her fractured leg here. Then icon is getting strong still. Let's see if we can't smell it. Oh, it's actually right up here. Oh, right over here. Who's still up here laying down? Solstice and Kayla are like, yeah, we're just going to stay here. We'll catch up later. Is this a den that we already know of? I don't think so, because we are not heading towards a den. Let's speed up a little bit, even though it really is hurting Jade. Alright, a den discovered. Not a bad den, but I don't think it's one that Jade would really want to use. Let's head towards her scent post. Also, thank you guys for sending in your guesses for how many pups you think Jade is going to have this year. She is older, so who knows, her litter might be smaller, but she's always had pretty big litters, so it wouldn't surprise me too much either if this litter is also large. But yeah, her age is definitely getting up there. I think we are going to have to pick up the pace if we are going to get this marked. Come on, Jade. You know, they say wolves get around really well. When they hurt their leg, you know, they adapt pretty easily and they run just fine. But I imagine when it's a fresh wound, like something that just happened, I don't think they would be running like this, like right away. I think it would definitely be something that they would have to adapt to. I think it would slow them down quite a bit. And, you know, in previous wolves, I have made them limp and I think we stopped her right on top of it. I have made them limp for a certain number of days before I would allow them to run, but since the saga came out, you know, everything has gotten a bit harder, and so I kind of got rid of that rule, but I still, you know, I still don't want to be like running everywhere all the time when our wolves are freshly wounded. It's just, it kind of ruins the immersion for me, and you know, I just think that they would need a little bit more time to adapt a little bit. But like I said, at the same time, it is it is harder, and you know, with the territory invasions happening and the huge wolf fights and just everything, it kind of makes it a lot harder to play that way. Hey, Seven and Esme. Everybody is coming along with us. Basil and Kayla hanging out in the back. Everybody is apparently pretty tired and wanting to rest, but we definitely need to get this last piece of territory before we can do that. A river crossing. Just what Jade was wanting to do with her freshly fractured leg. I think she's going to look for the easiest way to cross. Picture while we're here. I think Esme's eyes are like closed. Sapphire is walking in place. So is Esme. Amazonite is just sitting in the water. Oh good, it's not too deep. Not too challenging for Jade, thankfully. There we go. And something else I noticed, I had kind of caught glimpses of it in the video, but also when I went to get one of the pictures for my last thumbnail, I noticed that Lavender here, oops, wrong button, Lavender here also has a very hurt leg. Yeah, she has a major injury to her back leg, and you know, the thumbnails are kind of small, so I don't know if anybody caught it, but yeah, her back right leg is also very injured, so Jade certainly wasn't the only one. And I don't know if she got it in the wolf fight or the elk hunt, but yeah, her and Jade are both hurting pretty bad. I think everybody is still pretty exhausted from the large wolf fight and the hunting they had to do. Well, it's hanging out over there. We have Basil, Kayla, and Seven hanging out together. Where is Amazonite? Oh, he's down there. Alright, let's go ahead and let the pack rest. Everybody is just really feeling pretty exhausted. Yeah, see her leg. Still feeling playful though. Hey, Spore. Checking in on your mom. Everybody checking in on Jade. Solstice rolling around. Hello, everybody. Good morning, even though it's nighttime. A lovely grin by Seven. see. I mean, for how much we've been invaded and everything, territory isn't looking too awfully terrible. I mean, we definitely have some spots we need to get back, but not too awfully bad. Let's see our known wolves tab. I was really rooting for Turquoise to choose Stroud. He's such a handsome boy. I think it's pretty funny that she chose Cypher, the mangiest out of all of the brothers. We had that huge fight, so I want to see if there's anybody in here that we need to name. I feel like this one is new that died. Lion? I don't remember him being dead. Let's see. I think it was Cottonwood Creek, wasn't it? So it was like Delvin, or no, it was Geode. So it looks like we still know everybody. We already named all of them. Yeah, we have everybody named. Looky there. We have Meadow that moved away. And then, of course, Cypher and Turquoise moved away. Alright, well, let's see how the pack is doing. Like, everybody's a little bit hungry, but not starving. You know, that is a normal hunger after sleeping. Everybody is all healed up, finally, thankfully, besides our, our injuries. Looks like just our major injuries. All of our minor injuries have healed. Pups are getting big. It looks like Basil is at 100%, as well as Esme and Spore. And even Steel, we're just waiting on 7, who is at 92%. So, once 7 is fully experienced, we'll be able to go to our den and have our next litter. So, we'll have to try and get him a little bit more experience, it seems. And we are going to head to the east and continue strengthening up our territory. And look for some food as we go. Sounds like some dispersals behind us. We're not going to go out of our way to go find dispersals. We want to... We'll just let that happen naturally as we run into them. Amazonite and Sapphire could still find a mate and, or just choose to disperse. And I kind of hope they both stay, but if they do, it does make room for more pups to be able to make it to the young hunters and grow into adults, so it's not a bad thing either if that does happen. It's been another day, so I think Jade's leg would be, obviously still hurting quite a bit, but I don't feel like it would be as bad as the first day of it. Or it could be even sore, because you know how that kind of stuff works. Ugh. She did have to swim through that one. Lavender. Again, last to cross, but, she also has that injured leg. Kayla, Esme, and 7 just hanging out in the middle of the river. Kayla's just laying in the river. I don't know why they can lay in the river, but we can't. What the heck? Alright, let's see if we can't Find our scent post here. It looks like it's going to be over here somewhere. Probably way up that mountain. Well, we ended up in our one spot we just marked not too long ago. Just gonna say, I don't think that's exactly where we were trying to be, but I guess it was. Our territory hexes have really shifted, and it's really thrown me off. But we did smell some elk scent coming from over here, so I think the pack is going to follow that scent and try to get a hunt in. Seeing her pack get so extremely hungry after that fight and everything, Jade really doesn't want to see them get that hungry again if she can help it. It looks like the winds have shifted though, so I think they're just going to have to kind of head in that direction and hope for the best. Scared me. We do smell some dispersal wolves, but they are in that direction. We don't really want to go that way. I had said that I wanted to make sure to get the pups in on some mule deer. Oh, there's some elk scent. Some mule deer hunts and some pronghorn hunts, but with Jade being so injured and Lavender being so injured, it's probably not going to happen. Kayla doing a little play bow at Sapphire. Still looking a little nervous. Alright guys, let's see if we can't find this elk herd. I imagine going up these steep mountains with injured legs probably wouldn't be the easiest thing to do either. Ooh. A very full bison carcass is even better. Won't give 7 any more experience, I guess, but with Jade being so injured, I do think that she would definitely be very interested in this bison carcass. Let's try not to run off this cliff here. Smells like they're all coming from down there, though. Didn't we put a scent post here? Pretty sure we did. Maybe not, because it's still this one. Alright, well, guess we need to figure out how to get down there. Oh, no. We don't want a fight. Daisy and Ranger, Cottonwood Creek. Is it only 3 of them, though? Because we might be able to do 3. No, it's not 3. There's a bunch of them left. And we've bruised our jaw again. Jade is already feeling pretty exhausted. This was not what she had planned. see, everybody's still doing pretty good. I think Jade is just going to try and focus in on Major here, since he is one of the pack leaders. Enough, our mate. He's starting to tuck his tail. Good job, Steel. And I think that was 7. Get out of here. You guys are in our territory. All we're trying to do is hunt. Let's do our running. It's Arwen. Get out of here. Arwen, your pack leader's already tucking his tail and running. Good job, Amazonite. Really helping out again. Arwen's running, Ranger's running, Daisy. Sapphire digging in her teeth. Alright. I think that was a very exhausted effort on Jade's part. You know, with her leg slowing her down, you know, she's completely out of stamina. All she's trying to do is feed her pack, and, you know, again, they got jumped. But the pack fought well and was actually able to handle themselves that time. Nobody got dangerously low, thankfully. They are all definitely exhausted and definitely needing a nap. And yeah, I think they're all just going to collapse here and just rest. They've been through so much in the last few days. And I think it's really taking a toll on Jade. Looks like Lavender's major leg injury has healed up, so hopefully that means ours will be healing again soon. Looks like the snows are beginning to melt. The sun is feeling a little bit warmer today. And Jade can sense that the time is coming very near to having another litter of puppies. She needs to really get her territory back in order and get her pack fed. Yeah, everybody is... I mean, the adults are doing okay still, but all of the pups of the year are right on the edge of starving. So I think she's going to rally the pack and go find some food. Hopefully they can find that bison carcass. Kayla is feeling a bit grouchy this morning, it looks like. I think Amazonite was over there scouting. Maybe he found something that we can track down. Yeah, he smelled elk. So elk are still in that direction. We are going to head off down here so that we can hopefully get across the river, because I think it's going to be on the other side. And I think that is probably going to be in other pack territory, so we'll have to be careful. They can only do so many fights back to back. I mean, one is plenty. I think besides getting into that fight, her leg is probably feeling, you know, a bit better today. River is now flooding and very high with its muddy waters. And they're gonna have to cross. Kind of makes you a little bit dizzy. Ugh. I think swimming through that rough, like fast rushing water with a an injured leg would be so difficult. Alright guys, let's find these elk. Smells like some more dispersals are in this direction as well. Oh, there they are. Dreamer from the Horse Canyon pack. Pack instantly chasing him off. Apparently not interested in any courtship or anything. Alright guys, let's not celebrate too long. We need to hunt. There's also a den over here. My game is lagging out just a little bit. Normally doesn't do that, so that's interesting. Here's the den. Must have already found it. We are in geopack territory, so we need to probably take it over if we can. Some mule deer. Oh, here we go. What a neat place for a scent post. I think Jade would approve. I bet the pack likes to come down here and spend time right by the lakeside. I bet they take rests here. So it's probably land that they will want back. Jade wonders if they ever use that den over there. But right now, you know, she's got her mind on elk and trying to get her pack fed. Bunch of dispersals over there. The scent is getting thick, so I thought the herd was going to be like right here. Oh, it's the bear trap dispersals, it looks like. Are you guys already running? Why are you running already? Well, this isn't exactly ideal because they're running in the wrong direction. Oh, the Hayden females are chasing them. And that's why. Well, we do see a scent post over here we can come mark. Oh, good. Our major injury is all healed up. Jade is feeling back to herself. Let's go ahead and mark this. This is way further than Jade has ever been, I think. I don't think she's ever been to this area. The pack does need to rally again. I think Jade kind of likes this area, though. Alright, let's see if we can't catch up to these elk. Maybe the dispersals will have them all worn out by the time we catch up to them. I'm gonna have to pick up the pace if we're gonna catch up. Oh, back in Cottonwood Creek territory. Darn it. Down to 25 minutes. This has really taken us very far away from where we need to be. Jade is beginning to wonder if this is worth it. But her young pups are really hungry and she doesn't want to have to go try and find another elk herd. She just wants this one to work. We hear them. Well, we hear mule deer anyways. Catching up. Come on, guys. I think I see him way up there. See dust anyways. Jade is exhausted. She's so tired. I bet the pack and the pups are feeling pretty tired too. But we do see the dust. So they are right up here. Nope, they just went over that hill. Big lightning strike. Just... oh, I hope that's not a bad omen. Alright, come on, guys. There they are. With any luck, we'll end up back in her territory, because they definitely made like a U-turn. This is a different pond. I don't think Jade's ever seen this pond, and something just happened back there. I don't know what happened. Thankfully, this water is shallow enough to just run through, because that would have been a long swim. This one is slower than the rest. Oh, and very weak. Wonderful. Where are we at? Okay, we're way over here. My goodness. Right, Still and Esme doing a good job in there. Solstice and Kayla helping out. Seven, Basil helping out. Good job, guys. And I think we're going to be quiet and just let everybody eat as quickly as we can. My game is being really laggy today. I don't know why. Oh, that is Cottonwood Creek. I think they might be here trying to take this as well. Let's go ahead and howl. Might be getting attacked here in a minute. Oops. Wrong button. Everybody was very hungry. Doesn't look like there's going to be much left on this carcass. Jade's just going to lay down and rest while everybody gets their fill. And they right next to Basil here. He definitely looks so much like Amazonite. Something's happening. Who's here to take our food? Gosh, look at how much is left on this. There's like barely anything. Everybody was starving. Yeah, I think, like I said, Jade's age is really showing, and she's not feeding her pack as well as she was. Yeah, she's also very pregnant, and you know, it's going to be time to have her puppies soon, so I'm sure that's probably taking a bit of a toll on her as well. But I think after all of that, yeah, her and her pack are going to rest here before they make their way back into their own territory. Well, it looks like something is trying to take our food. Solstice went to hunt a bunny. I think we are going to move up here just to get out of the way of danger. Oh, look at that. We have a beautiful pond we can rest next to. Cottonwood Creek is busy claiming territory as well, so it really would not surprise me if they end up attacking us at some point. A picture of the pack here at the pond. Nice bit of new scenery. You know, the pack does not hang around ponds, or, you know, they really don't hang out on the side of the river much at all. Let's take a look at our pack. Everybody's nice and full. Everybody's pretty much healed. They're, you know, Esme and Kayla took a little bit of hits there. Which is pretty good because Steel and, like, there was some of them that were really getting in there and helping take that cow elk down. 7 is now at 97%, so he just needs 3 more percents to go. Lavender and 7 cuddling up next to Jade. Let's go ahead and rest. Alright, our jaw has healed up, thankfully. Malachite taking the meat to finish on his own. Oh, there's a big moose here that we don't want to hunt. Jade's going to take the pack back to the carcass to see if there's anything left on it. There was hardly anything left on it, so I'm surprised there's even still an X there. Looks like it is Plenty open for us, though. One little nibble, and Sapphire took it. Oh, kind of looked like that rabbit might have still been there, too. Looks like there's another little pond over here or something, or maybe that's just snow. Look at all the snow's melting. Alright, I think they've had enough time away from their main territory. They took a piece here and a piece here. Yeah, they're going to head back east and get back into their main part of the territory so that they can continue making sure it's strong and ready for pups, which are coming really, really soon. But that is all the time that I have for today, guys. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging with us. If you enjoyed this episode, please give it a like and consider subscribing if you are new. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you guys. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and until next time, bye-bye!